Today I'm going to show you guys a new way of cracking Wi-Fi, and it's not a directory attack. It's not any kind of brute force, and it doesn't involve Reaver or Pixie, so it's not like a WPS, vulnerability, issue. This actually has a 100% success rate, and it's pretty unique. The only drawback is that you have to have somebody that is on their network at the time that you're doing it, and I'll explain why here. First, let's install the program. So we'll just go to GitHub, and if you're not familiar, just go over here to clone. Go ahead and copy that, and we'll just go right over here to, oops, sorry. What we're going to do is git clone. Go ahead and paste that in there. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to do it again, of course. So we go to the folder after it's installed, and we're basically just going to run the script here. I'm not sure if you noticed that or not over there on the side, but those are all the prerequisites that you're going to need for this. So if you have Kali, you're going to be fine. So it's not going to be a problem, but it does use like the AirCrack suite. Air replay, for deauthentication, and I'll explain this as I go along. So just go ahead and for English, we're going to use a Wi-Fi interface that is capable of packet injection, because we will be doing deauthentication. So you will need that. So we're going to go ahead and go with 1. We're going to just do all channels, and just like AeroDump, it's going to, well, it is just AeroDump basically. And once you're satisfied that you've gotten the AP that you're looking for, just go ahead and just close it, just like, or just Control C, and those will all transfer over to here. I'm going to use, I'm going to hack this one right here. This is actually my own, so I'm allowed to do it, and I've already done it. That's why it's in red. The reason it's red, I believe, is because I already have the handshake for it. So we're going to go ahead and just type in 16, and we're going to use 1. And again, I already have the handshake, so I could put in the path for the handshake, but if you don't, just go ahead and hit enter. And we're going to use the AirCrack NG. And we're going to deauth all, and I'm going to bring this over from the screen over here. What's happening is that here in red, we're deauthenticating all of the channel, or I'm sorry, these stations that are on this Wi-Fi right here. These right here are all the everyone who's on that Wi-Fi right now. So for example, my phone is connected, and it's been disconnected, and it keeps trying to reconnect. So in order to capture the handshake that is going to show up right up here, we're going to go ahead and just stop this attack, and then it should, boom, there it is. And the four-way handshake's created when there's a successful communication. So when the target's computer on the target AP goes back onto the AP after you've authenticated it, since it knows the password, it goes ahead and gets right there and gets the handshake. So we don't really need that anymore, so we're going to just hit Control C, and it brings right here. We're going to check that handshake with a 1, and we're going to use the web interface. We're not going to use the brute force, but it's really similar to how the brute force does work. Now what you're choosing here is going to be a login page. So if you've ever been to like a restaurant where you had to log on to their Wi-Fi, it comes up where you have to like say I agree. It's kind of like that, only they won't be able to do anything on the internet until they put in their password, because it's their router telling them to do it. So you could use a generic one like 1 there, or you could use, like, would be really good for me would be the number 6, that Xfinity there, or or whatever, Netgear or whoever. But we're going to go ahead and just go with the generic 1 for English. And what this is going to do is actually going to put up a AP by the exact same name, the exact same MAC address, the exact same channel as the victim AP. So it's creating a double AP. And then from there, it actually is deauthenticating, again, all the people on the original one. So those people then come over and connect to you right there instead. So it's kicking them off of the original one and putting them on yours. And yours, again, is the exact same. They never know the difference. Everyone connected to yours, you can see what they're doing, but that's not actually the point of what we're after here. What we want to do then is once we're connected with that, the other end, that's login page will show up. And when it shows up, they'll have to, it says, for security reasons, enter the key to access the internet. And it's your actual router telling you to do so. So there's nothing really too fishy about it. But when you do put in your password, it then, like I have, this black right here will turn into the password. So right here is the login key. And it doesn't really take too much time to do it. Once you know what you're doing and there's people on the network, you can just get in right in and crack that Wi-Fi pretty easy. Interesting, unique method. So just wanted to share with you guys. I thought it was, I like the success rate. I like the, I mean, you've taken like a reverb attack, it would take 10 hours and, or a password attack, it could take 3 days and still not be successful. But this has a pretty good success rate. So until next time.